we're here. We're here. Welcome to you. I guess.
Welcome to the podcast.
Okay. Oh boy, it's gonna be a rough one, huh?
Nah, we having a good time. How you doing,
You okay? I am. I've had, you've already known from just a few seconds ago. I've had a rough morning. Um, Let me tell you about my morning
Okay.
and how kind of I feel like it's gonna be stressful, but not really.
Like even more so than it has been.
No. I feel like it's gonna continue to be like me on a time limit of some sorts because I feel like I am on one. I'm trying to be like scheduled with my life here.
Oh.
So I woke up at what was it, 8 o'clock this morning. Stared at my phone, as we do. Got up about maybe 8:15, out the bed, went to the toilet, went to poop, do my normal pooping. And then I get up, my alarm goes off. I wash my hands as you should after you get off the toilet.
Yeah. Okay, I'm like, wait, when do you wash your hands?
Washing my hands.
In the bathroom?
Yeah, we're still in the bathroom.
Okay.
Wash my hands, turn around. I gotta turn off my alarm because it's like in my. Whoop, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, what? What? Okay, gotta make a note of that one and edit that out. Um, Basically, I go to my room to turn off my alarm. It's 8:30. Um, go to go back to the bathroom, brush my teeth and everything because I'm like I'm not going out the house stanking like this. So do that and go wash my clothes. Finish that. That's like 9:30. I think it was 9 something. It was 9 something. Um, so I finished that after a hearty breakfast, and then I go to what essentially is the grocery store, Kroger, and get my groceries. Get my groceries. At that point, it's 11 o'clock. At that point, I'm kind of thinking like, okay, I can work out a little bit, uh, shower, and work on the podcast. Last week's podcast that we recorded to basically upload and have it upload by the time this podcast drops. Looking at the time, that was the plan. Yes, that was me in the car planning that. Looking at the time, I'm like, I ain't got time to work out. So I'm like, you know what I do? Just take a shower. Just have a shower. Give me a pick me up. So I'm woke. Because usually after doing all that so early in the morning, I'm like, I need a nap. You know.
Yeah.
So I take my shower, and then I come down here to work on the podcast. That took me literally up until the point that I texted you 30 minutes before we start to do. Because I was doing a lot of audio stuff. I was adding and fixing stuff. I was changing the background, which is finished. So that's something we talked about. I'm listening to the podcast a bit and just hearing like, what's it sound like? What were we talking about? Like, just like getting all those little things done and fixing the audio so it does the nice little fade in, fade out, and do that with the picture and try to remember how to fucking use Premiere Pro because I forgot because I haven't made videos by hand in a while. So all that in the span of that much time, and I've done all that, right?
Yeah.
I'm not done with my day.
Well, yeah. What is it, like 11 now?
It is. It's 1. Yeah, it's what? Oh, in the story, yes. It was 12:30.
Okay.
At that time. So when I finished it, and then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna encode this bad boy. I already made the YouTube channel. I'm gonna encode this bad boy, just upload it while we're talking. I hit encode in export, and it tells me 2 hours, and I'm like, oh my god. So, so like, okay, what did I do? There's not much to hear for you to be 2 hours long. Why are you doing this? But then I'm like, the podcast is an hour and a half. Itself, the video itself is an hour and a half, and I did do a little animation stuff to do the audio in, audio out, video in, video out kind of deal. So it was a little, it's a little bit, but it's like, why is it taking so long? Um,
Yeah.
so that's that. So then it just bumped up to 4 hours, and it was like, hey, you gotta wait here. I'm on YouTube. My YouTube lagging because it's like I'm hurting. You have Google Chrome open and you trying to do this, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I should wait. So I turned it off. I stopped the encoding altogether and turned it off so that way I don't have any problems with Streamlabs, Discord, and having actually Google Chrome still open, all this stuff open on my computer, and then we got to record again. So I'm like, turn it off. It'll encode by itself while I continue with the rest of my day.
Right.
Now, do you want to know what I'm going to do the rest of today?
Yeah. We hear it
Okay.
now.
So I made a post probably like Tuesday that I want to make a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm going
Like
to.
a ramen body wash T-shirt.
Yeah, kind of. Not, it's not exactly that, but kind of. So I'm gonna go. I'm going to the store today. I'm gonna buy I think I was thinking a black T-shirt or a blue T-shirt from Joann's.
Oh,
Um,
fabrics.
yeah, Fabrics, Joann's Fabrics. Please
Joanne's
sponsor.
fabrics.
Please
Yeah.
sponsor us. I
I
love your
need one.
coupons. Yeah, I need to make buttons and stuff and stickers, and I constantly go there for your stuff. And you just reminded me. Do we have coupons in the kitchen in my mail table? I'm about
You
to
got
go see.
cookies?
Yeah, they got coupons. I'm about to see if I got coupons or just use the app. Anyway, I have
What
to. They do. They man,
Same way with that.
you save so much money.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, maybe I'll do that today too.
we'll
That
go
will work.
go to Joann's.
No,
Uh,
use the coupons, the app.
on the
That
app,
way
yeah.
it's better.
Uh,
I got
Safeway,
Safeway.
Safeway Pharmacy. Ew, gross. I hate that.
No, Safeway, the grocery store.
I still hate them. I deal with Safeway
You
Pharmacy.
haven't? I don't even think they have. Do they have Safeway over there?
No, no, but at my job, we contact
Oh,
Safeway Pharmacy
yeah.
constantly.
So yeah, like talk to them. Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's Corey. He talks to the medicine for his
that's I
job.
talked to the medicine.
Yeah.
Speaking of jobs, I do want to talk about your great time yesterday.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I don't know if you can talk about it, but I seen your
I can.
Twitter and I was like, "Lol."
Hey,
um,
it's the hell of a thing. But go on.
okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go to Joann's, pick up. I don't know if it was parchment paper. I have to get a list of what I need: a T-shirt, like parchment paper or whatever thin paper. I have to go to FedEx, get a print done. I'm gonna do a Sailor Moon shirt for the first shirt, just to test it out and see how it does, and just one of them iron-on shirt kind of deals.
What are you gonna put on there? Like, what are you gonna put on there?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, you said you're gonna put. Wait, what are you gonna put on the shirt?
Sailor Moon, the Sailor Moon print that I did, the drawing that I
So
did.
okay,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I'm
Are
gonna,
you gonna put words? Are you
huh?
gonna put like?
No,
You're not gonna put the words.
no, just the picture of Sailor Moon on the shirt that I drew for value. God dang it.
How about this?
Uh huh.
Okay, do that. But
Yeah.
like, if you, I would actually want a shirt too.
Oh
Like
really?
with the Moon, and I want you like, I want like the
Uh,
Sailor Moon, and then like, fighting love by, what I'm saying, and then
you,
love by daylight.
you want
That,
you want something? Well, okay. So you want something written on it too?
yeah, like, but I want to like go like curve over your print.
Oh, okay. I'll have to
And
do
then
some.
at the bottom of the shirt, on the right side, I want a Robin body wash.
Well, that
It's not like the canvas.
okay. Okay, so
You think
that
that's the print?
I have. What do you mean? Like
What I'm asking you,
you like all that?
you're,
I
you're
have
paying
this.
for it.
This is
You're
the
not.
this is the first shirt that I'm
Sorry, folks. I'm ordering something right now.
right now. This is the first shirt that I'm trying to come up with. So bear with me first. Let me learn how to do the iron on bit, and then we can talk about customizing the rest of. Because I am
Like drawing shirt.
I
What
have
is it?
did you used to do that?
Yeah, yeah. My friend used to do it, and I
Uh,
used to help her. Yeah,
oh, that's
it's something you could definitely do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's just buy the shirt and buy the material stuff and have an iron or do this the screen printing shit, which I think I need a space for that.
You do.
So we'll get to that when we get to
Not
that.
a big space,
Just
just
enough space.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get to that when we get to that when I learn how to do that. But I'm doing it the cheap, easy way right now, just to see how it looks. Um, but dang it, you made me lose my thought. I forgot. Uh,
No, you make your point.
by doing that, yes. Oh, so the idea what you were saying about putting like ramen body wash on it, that is something I'm sketching a few of them, and I can send you pictures later. A few logo ideas to put on the back top of it. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be dope.
Yeah, so that way these are my official shirts. You know, from here, this year, and this year. You know, years I put out shirts and things like that.
It'd be like Ramen Body Wash 2020.
Yeah, some
Hey,
yeah, exactly, exactly. So like it's branded. This is my thing, and this is what I'm going for, and I'm trying to make my art affordable and get it out there. So that's something I'm working on today. So I got to go out to Joanne still and grab all that jazz.
you know what'd be cool with that?
What would be cool?
Is it? I don't know. Just okay. On my okay, how about this? On my customer that I'm
Mm.
still ordering.
Yeah, it's just hang on. But
Damn,
hold that thought, please, because I messed up and forgot something real quick. I
you gotta
forgot.
leave.
No, no, I don't gotta leave. I'm just gonna go turn off this AC again
Okay.
because it's blowing and I see the audio just going and I'm like I had to do so much to get the audio right. In editing, can I just get it right
Yeah,
the first
finally get it.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me 2 seconds.
Okay. So hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, basically with his shirt, like I kind of thought it'd be a cool idea. Is like he had the rounded body wash, but like when he like drew that Sailor Moon like that
Okay.
that trend time. It'd be cool if he had the rounded body wash and then the date of like when he actually drew that picture first, and that'll be like one of his like cool things. Like, oh, what does this date mean? Oh, this is actually when he like drew this picture like for real. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like what's it called? Like a collector's piece. You feel me? I don't
I'm
know if you
listening.
really is.
I,
Oh,
I'm,
he's
no,
napping.
no, I've been here.
Okay.
I was hearing like the collector's piece bit, and I was like, "Yeah, go on. I'm listening. I'm
Yeah,
hearing
see,
it."
I would like to have
You
like
gonna
you know how artists
you gonna
draw
give me that
their
sugar, Chris?
picture, and I'm trying to keep you going strong. You feel me? Yeah,
Oh, I hate my AC.
yeah.
It's still fanning. Up, up. There
Oh
you go.
gosh,
Now it stopped. It stopped now. Okay.
I thought
Now,
you put it
now,
on low. 'Cause,
no, I turned it off. Like every time we do this, I turn it off so that way my mic doesn't pick it because my mic picks up everything.
yeah, I hear that fly in your room. Get it?
Uh, okay. I
That
thought
guy.
because I thought you were referring to the neighbors right now.
What they doing?
I can hear music.
Yelling
So
and shit.
I can hear
Oh,
music. So
not today, huh?
not today. Well, they were earlier,
Not
but
yet, huh?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Not
okay.
not now. They were
Not
earlier.
now. There you go.
um. Yeah. No. I will put a year on it and everything. So you do want words on yours? Are you
Yeah.
having me do that?
I
Okay.
just I don't like.
A plain
Well,
shirt. Well, because
it
it's like
depends.
has you seen those hang on the Juji Ito shirts?
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's like a little block, and just like that's it. It'll be the
No, but
the
I
stat.
see shirts like that too, though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have some.
Yeah,
It's just I feel like it's a waste. You have I don't know.
so much
I was always the
space.
one that like if I had a piece of paper and I
Uh-huh.
drew a little drawing on it, I had to draw something on the rest of the paper
The
because it
full
just
of
seemed like a waste.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was the kind of artist I was.
and
Like
and,
sometimes I'll try to leave it, but it always felt incomplete, even if
and
I had to like draw something else.
and I get that. That's why this the Sailor Moon one is just the test one, and I was gonna do like
Yeah,
something more of along the lines of the black and white kind of deal. So that way the background is the shirt. You feel me?
right. Yeah,
Yeah, so like it'd be black and white, or like the background, the color of the shirt is like the color of what the background's supposed to be, or something like that. So that's what I'm trying to
yeah.
throw
Or like
ideas around.
meld with it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So I'm
Oh,
throwing ideas around with the next one, but for this test one, I was just gonna be like,
it makes
yeah,
sense.
I wear shirts. Haha, I can make some shirts, and this is the first one, Sailor Moon, and that's gonna be the one
Yeah.
for right now, and we'll see how that goes. I have stickers too that you know are here.
What about you still like?
uh,
Did you ever? Were you ever planning on selling those Pokemon cards you were painting,
yeah,
or is that just like a hobby?
no, that's something I want to sell too. Nobody bought.
Oh, so yeah,
Uh,
let's tell it all. We don't probably,
yeah,
everybody
nobody
listening right now.
nobody buy them. So I have one for sale.
How do we
Um,
buy them?
well, I right now I thought put it on Facebook Marketplace and do it that way, but this weekend is big about
I
me.
guess we could do it that way.
Well, this weekend is big about me making a store or making a website so that way I can have a store.
You know,
Yeah, I don't know. She has. I don't think she has.
what about a Pokemon?
I think that's a commission thing. Oh no, she has a cool fee. She has a
Oh,
cool fee. Um, but
the sister.
yeah,
We can talk about.
yeah,
She arts too, so
she oughts
we
to
we support the community.
the community, the art community.
Yeah,
Um, but I'm thinking of because I want to do like those and the stickers and the shirts are going to be local for right now.
right.
Because I don't have a lot, and I don't have the ability to ship out things right now, especially since I'm moving. I don't want to just set up a whole PO box and then I don't have the money to keep up the PO box and this and that. So I'm trying to figure out, things, trying to figure it out, trying to figure it. Just try to get it going at the very least and get it started. So the stickers are something I want to keep for sale. So the Digimons, the Terrier mines, I'm looking at it. I don't have. Oh no, I do have another Guillaumon. I have two different ones. One like on the poster board. You hear that?
Yeah. What's that? What is that?
That's the poster board Guillaumon
Oh,
sticker.
okay.
And then I have ones on like the flimsy paper. I like the thicker ones because
Yeah.
those are hefty.
Yeah, I can hear how thick that
It's
is.
that thick paper, and then you have the little thin ones. Which are just like fun little stickers
Thin
that
ones
I
are
made.
good too. You can have fun with the thin ones.
Yeah, you can have fun with the thin ones. They're going to be a little cheaper, of course, but thick ones. And you'll get Guillaumon, Terriermon, and I haven't done a test of the Renamon ones because when I
Yeah.
when I went to print them, they didn't come out right. So the
How
Renamon
many do you
ones,
have?
I had them, but they had like splotches and crap on them, like from me like editing it and putting it into like a software to
Yeah.
be printed. So I have to go back in and redo them. Some of the Geo lines got messed up because of that too. I was gonna say fucked up, but I keep forgetting this isn't like
Wait,
we,
we can't say fuck that.
we can, but like I don't know. I've been trying to like pull back on the cussing, especially on like podcast, but we can say fucked up. Like I'm fine. I don't have a
Yeah,
problem
because
with it.
I don't. So I don't fall back. Actually,
Yeah,
I think I try to say it more in my everyday life.
just
Like
I don't know.
I be in my team meetings and being like, yeah, that's just bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
you know,
I,
I
I
push
can't.
I push the envelope at work sometimes on that. Like it depends on who I'm talking to, and
Oh,
I'm
it's fine. I be talking to the director came down. I was like, yeah, this shit is crazy over here. You're like, yes, it can get pretty wild. And I was like, no, this shit is crazy over here. Shit, we grown ass people. Like,
get pretty rowdy around
I'm
here.
using my cuss words as sentence enhancers. I'm not like saying it like it's not derogatory.
Yeah, you're not being
You
mean or
know?
malice because of it.
Yeah,
You're just saying
I'm using it as the adjective
what it is.
it
Oh,
is, the
okay.
verb it is,
I messed up.
the noun sometimes that they are.
Sorry. Go on.
Cuss words.
Yeah. No.
I'm ranting about cuss words because I like them. I used to. I grew up. My mom was like, "You were saying bitch all 3 of since you were 3 years old. That's when you learned bitch, and you just kept saying it until now." And I was like, "It makes sense. Everybody was either a bitch, knew a bitch, or was on that bitch shit." So I had to. I let my mom, my dad, granny, cousins, uncles, siblings, even the
all,
pastor know he was a bitch.
all of
Uh,
all of them knew.
teachers who did not call a bitch. I really, at one point, I was like, man, I never called this person a bitch, and I don't want to make them seem special, you know. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what's up, bitch? And I was like, cool, I got that out the system, you know.
Uh,
I
Uh,
even look in the mirror,
and just wait.
bitch.
I would say called yourself a bitch.
Yeah.
That's funny. It was just I think because
History of me cussing.
somebody mentioned um like when was the first time you said a cuss word, and I remember the first time I said a cuss word. Obviously you just told your story of your first
Yeah,
cuss word.
yeah,
So I want to tell my story. So I was like 11 or 12 years old, and my mom like left me at home, and I just like I want to say a cuss word today. Like this is the day.
yeah,
This is the day I want to say. So she left me at home by myself, and I knew she was gone because Carl left, and you like woo, have a good
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So I and this was I think this was the first time she went to the store or something, like something real quick. So I was just like I'm by myself. What am I gonna do? And so I stood in
Yeah.
my room, and I said fuck at the top of my lungs.
You,
I was like, wow, and she'll never know. I
feel
have so
like
much power.
you're like yes, but and Corey, like, and people like to be like, that's that dark stuff, or oh, that's not real. But cuss words are a type of magic. It is a type of spell. You feel something when you say it. You're intoning energy in this word, and that word transfers from you to another person most times with a power that affects them. It's a spell, man. I'll be feeling because I've done that before. I'm like, oh, you can't say that word, and then I'll get away from it and I'll say it, and I'm like, yes, oh yeah,
Yeah,
power.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like
for real. No, like
words
seriously,
have power, and
you feel great.
what like magic practitioners know that words have power. You know, and you respect it to a point where it even intones the words with more energy. You feel me? But it's like when we see people denouncing the validity of it, and then like doing magical shit. Like
Hmm.
saying this one word that anybody else would have been like that means nothing to me, whatever. But it's making this person feel the worst. That's magic, man.
I like it. You're a
Yeah,
magic
man.
man. Yeah, you're a
Like
magic
every
man.
time I tell you, like, be safe, I tell everybody be safe.
Yeah,
Because I say it enough times now, other people are saying it. You know what I mean?
be safe.
And it's starting, and then they're like, okay, oh man, they told me to be safe. I'll be okay. You know what I mean? It's a type of protection spell that I'm trying to like, because magic spells are really just like words that people put energy into, and then people started pouring their own energy over here. It's on some one for all shit.
I was
You
about to,
know,
I was about to say
until
something.
we're here, and then we say it, and then it's like Avatar state. All the people before that said these words, that power is in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
That's
have the
how
power.
spells come about.
They have the ability. Oh, that's right. Okay, I can just. Let me send you something real quick.
I'm talking to you about magic here.
I I I, I feel it.
We talking about tabs and shit.
I mean, shit. It's what you
Yeah,
do. It's
it's
magic.
magic.
Magic. Yeah.
If you look
The
on
power.
what we're streaming off of, you can even see I'm in my wizard's cloak.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, I should go. Remember the? I don't know if you still have yours. The techno wizard or techno. What was it called?
Oh, the cloak with the LEDs inside.
Yeah, so that way if you do like a certain movement, it does like
Yeah.
lightning fire. Mine's in my room under my bed. I know where
I
mine's
think
is.
I lost that in the fire.
No.
I lost a lot that
Yeah,
I don't realize, but
that's sad.
I also gained a lot there.
You gained a lot of knowledge about
Uh,
about
yeah,
about not having.
about fire.
No, it's you gain you gain what's the word? Humility and appreciation
Okay,
for the things that you
not to
current.
like be ironic, but I feel like I already had humility.
You gained a little more of it at this point, I guess, and
I feel like
appreciation.
why would that make me humble? That just pissed me the fuck off. I was already okay with all of that burning. I just didn't want to have to deal with it.
Well, now you have. Okay, so now you
I was
have.
the place that burned it out of it. mad, but I would at least I can still live here, but I had to move and shit, go to hotels. My motherfucking complex put me in a dungeon and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the place itself is what I didn't want to burn, but a lot of
Then
motherfucking things.
then at that point you
Yeah.
you gained the experience of knowing uh
That fire is going, but it can also cook meat.
yeah, and you know that if your apartment burns down that they would put you in a dungeon,
I
and
know that they will.
and the fact that you can go to a
Her
hotel.
name, I don't want to give her that. I was gonna like expose her, but then that's like exposing me. Cause then you can be like, and they'd be like, "Oh, she works here. Oh, you must be here." You feel me?
uh,
All you need to know is we 3 hours in between each other. He a forward and I'm a backward.
okay, yeah, Mia forward. Um, let's see here. So, are we gonna? I sent you something, by the way, just so we could do a little thing, a little ditty there, for
On
on the Discord, the message.
uh,
I have sent you something to do a little ditty with, because I had an idea. Remember when you were doing in the last podcast, you were doing what is it, a monologue?
I know what you want to do.
Yeah. Oh, I want to do a read. I want to do a acting read. I think I wanted us to start on page 7, the first bit of this movie when they were, yeah, it's like in between 6 and 7 when they were looking at the scores.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
And
I
he was
want,
like, okay.
yeah. So if
So
you,
start exterior, new University High hallway day. Johnny and Carmen.
yeah. The day, yep. Well, is it that is? I thought it was the exterior quad day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Johnny and Carmen.
yeah, Johnny and Carmen.
Okay.
Um, but within
So
car,
who we read? Am I Carmen?
I
Am I
mean,
Carl?
who do you want to? Because I don't know who you want to be. I can.
Hey, I'm a Johnny.
You want to be who?
I'm gonna be Johnny.
Oh, you want to be Johnny? Okay.
But okay, did you want to like split Carla? It's three people in this thing, so
yeah,
it
it
can be
is. It
four. We
is.
can do two and two.
Yeah, no.
But one
Um,
of us.
we'll
Yeah, how
stop it.
about this? Uh, I'll be Carl because I feel like
Okay.
Carmen. I feel like you're gonna be doing a lot with Carmen, and you just gotta act with it. So I'll just be Carl too, so you don't have to do too much.
Okay. So I guess I'll be
Oh,
Johnny. I'll be
gotta
Johnny.
get there.
Where are we ending it at
Let's end it at.
oh,
Uh,
interior biology lab. That'll be the last one.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This will be fun.
And we're doing start to 2 minutes because Corey had homework to go
Yeah, I
watch
had
the movie.
homework, and now for our ad read, this will be the point in the podcast where we would have an ad read, but instead we'll do script reads at this point because it'll be fun. I thought it'd be a good time.
You know what? I think so.
So let's give this a try. So let's see who starts. Carmen. All right, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. So
Johnny
I am
Carmen
Carmen.
on 6th Street. Yeah.
First thing Fleet's Academy looks at is your math scores. Wish me luck. Carmen into Zurich.
Yeah.
Carmen.
They can't see it.
Carmen enters her name, receives her score 97. She beams.
Why you okay? Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, your turn.
Then she
Then-
spots Carl. I'm gonna read this. Sorry, folks. Then she spots Carl across the way talking with Marco, 17.
I don't get that. Is Marco 17 or
Marco is 17.
okay? Why is that important information?
Because it could be a teacher.
Oh, okay,
Marco's the student like us.
okay.
Remember, Marco was the dude who she was like, I like you too.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that
All right, go
after
ahead.
the read. Hold on. I want to talk to Marco. His sister's at Fleet.
Carmen
Carmen
rushes
Rush.
up. Johnny checks the score. 35% crushed. He makes sure no one else has seen. Carl walks up to him. Still haven't kissed her yet. Don't lie. It's the hurry.
Wait.
Others are waiting. Carl
Wait.
points out Dizzy, talking with friends. Did you read her mind? Don't have to. Some mating Sephomore is pretty hard to miss. It's true. You can tell by the way she looks at Johnny. Yeah, I want Carmen. You got it bad. Carmen returns to Johnny as Carl heads off. Don't forget about this afternoon. He's always late when he wants to walk you home. To fish for a kiss. Carmen blushes, covers.
She's flying starships.
Ooh,
Marco's sister. Can you imagine maneuvering 500,000 tons through crowded space of lanes? Like crowded space lanes. Through crowded space. Fuck. You gotta have the nerves of steel. Reflex are critical.
have good reflexes. Carmen notices the way Dizzy's looking at Johnny. Doesn't like it one bit. Takes Johnny's arm.
Come on, Johnny. We'll be late for biology.
I hate how you make it kind of like Valley Girl. End screen. Do you want to know more?
Do you want to know more? Okay, so after that, you want to talk about the movie?
Yeah, we here.
Okay. So yeah, ad read is over.
So, we actually were watching Starship Troopers,
Okay.
um, action sci-fi, actually with comedic elements.
Yep.
Um,
Okay. Yep. Okay. Let me. So I've
Starship
never seen
came out in '97, by the way, but it,
'97.
it actually holds up pretty well.
Oh. Okay. So I've never seen this movie. This is my first time watching this movie. I really like this movie.
Pretty good movie, right?
It's so good. At first, watching it, I'm like, this is a fun movie. We're having a good time.
Yeah,
Wow. Then homeboy gets his head blown off.
right.
And I'm like, oh.
So which angle? Where are we at here? Are we like mature action or
I
comedy?
I thought it
Like
was. I thought we were just having fun.
comedy
We're a
action.
bunch of young whippersnappers, going to war with the aliens. Ooh, scary! I thought it was just going to be a fun time. No, this is war.
Really getting like ripped in half by a dragon like 5 minutes into the movie.
Like no, because that first bit wasn't. I didn't think that was too bad as far as go. Like they didn't even show too much. It didn't show too
Well,
much.
I guess my thing was they they show more than usual. Like usually they'll like just show it off screen, but
Hmm.
they actually showed this or I could pick somebody up and like waving them around after somebody got their head shot off. So I already knew by then. I was like, okay, so these bugs are gonna be doing some damage
Yeah.
throughout this movie.
Oh yeah. So
Visually.
so right off the bat, what had me with this movie? There was boobies.
Oh yeah.
I'm a simple man. There was boobies, so easy. I was like, all right, this
We
is.
watched it. I was like, oh Corey, I forgot about this. Corey, I wanted to text you, but I was like, no, we'll talk about it today.
I texted you and I was like, what do you have me watching here? Because
Yeah.
I was confused. I was like, is this war or is this fun? I don't know what's happening. I'm
I like
scared.
how they have like little like intermissions too.
Yes,
Like
yeah, those are. Would you like to know more? Those are like my favorite parts, and I feel like I've seen them like in Fallout or something.
yeah, like let me see. Let me 'cause a lot of like stories and games, you know, were inspired by
By that,
this movie.
yeah, it reminded me of like Fallout commercials. Be like, what will you do in a nuclear war? Will you shoot your comrades? And you're like, what? Where did that come
Right.
from? But this is like just when the kids were stepping on the cockroaches, like I'm doing my part, and I'm like, lol. With the little kid in the beginning, when he was like, I'm doing my part, they're
Oh,
like,
oh yeah,
ah. I'm like, shut
yeah.
your, get back in line, soldier.
Right.
um,
You are coming.
Yeah. This was it was a really good
Yeah,
movie.
StarCraft um, was inspired by Starship Troopers,
Yeah.
Halo,
Yeah.
a couple um, books because actually Starship Troopers was a novel
Yeah, I seen that.
that came out in '59.
I seen that on the description of the Hulu description. It
Yeah,
was like book movie. You know that. Uh, I don't know. There's so many parts about that movie that was so cool. Um, Homeboy not being on on his home planet before it got attacked was like it was just perfect. His parents wanted him to
yeah,
go to the vacation. Nah, he wanted to go to space for a girl. I'm like, why? But
yeah.
at first
So,
it was
our,
fine.
our
It was fine at first, but then when he got that message, I
might
was
want to
like,
go into infantry for no girl.
oh no. I'd be damned.
That's not gonna happen. We both would have to be in flight school. Shit,
Yeah,
sad.
for sure. Like I have to do my work.
Oh nah.
Homeboy, your the friend was strategy and tactics, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
wow, that's
E-
that me
Everybody up there like drinking coffee and shit while I'm out on the planet.
dying.
Like hell nah. Got me fucked up.
Oh man, I like how they connected the first bit with the middle bit of the movie, so that was cool. I wish I had took notes. Next time I'm going to take notes of like the things that I like. I was really trying hard to find stuff that I didn't like about this movie, just so we could talk about it more. But I really liked everything they
Dude,
did with
it,
it.
it, it it really felt like it had a really good pace.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was interesting
It was.
and that's what I really like about the intermissions. Like, when they're surfing, they're like telling that or whatever,
Yeah.
and you like got the commercials and shit. Because it never makes like the movie is never boring because we'll be interested, then we'll have our little break, and so that's getting us like ready for the next bit
The next bit that
while
happened.
being entertained. Also, it's not like we're in these little intermissions not entertained.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean? It's not
it's
like man,
always
come
a good
hurry
time.
up. You feel
Constantly,
me? So we get a
constantly
break
fun.
from the main one
Yeah.
while enjoying in between it.
I enjoy it like every bit. Like even those bits were like entertaining to me, like you said, because it was just lighthearted, little haha. This is
Yeah,
about the war, haha. What I was
a
about to
little bit
say,
more about the world.
yeah, a little bit more about the world and what's going on currently.
Yeah.
But let me backtrack a little bit because um I had to turn to Chantel and was like, "What is wrong with me this week? I've been watching nothing but army shows this week."
Really?
So that was like a icing on the cake. So I watched Gundam, Blood Orphans. So I was like finishing up
Oh
season one of
yeah.
Blood Orphans. So they're in middle of the war doing
Yeah.
stuff and they're fighting, and I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't watch Gundam no more. Let me put something else on. So I finally picked up Attack on Titan. I
Oh,
think
you picked
season.
Attack. You trying to find something light, and you picked Attack on Titan.
I wasn't trying to find nothing like I was just finding stuff to watch, and I was like, let me watch Attack on Titan. And just people
Why didn't
getting
you start with
snatched.
Blood?
Huh? Oh, because I finished season one of Blood Orphans, and I don't know. I'm rarely interested in season two after I finish season one.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I'll get to season two when I get to it. But I finished season one, so I've watched Blood Orphans at least. I've seen
Okay.
some of it at the very least.
Yeah.
Watched Attack on Titan. I think season two or three. I don't know where I'm at. They
Yeah. I don't have to rewatch it, but
no.
I think
I know what happens.
I'm at the point where
I
Kira Metz is.
who
Wait, why I say Kira Metz?
what is Kira?
Oh no.
All right, gonna have to look that one up. I feel like I'm at the point where, like, I know the whole big ass trees bit, and like, ha ha ha,
Oh
and he
yeah.
got picked up. So I think that's the end of season one.
Yeah, because I'm at the part where they go out,
Okay,
and then old girl is, and then Aaron, he can like henshin into his Colossus form, and him and old girl was fighting when they got back to. Oh no, I'm at the part where one of the walls fell, and they found one of those colossus in the wall.
Okay, so you're at the same part I am, season two, legit season two.
Yeah,
So that's where I'm at. I've watched a bit of that, and we found out who the colossal titan is and who the other titan is. So
yeah.
I'm over there. I'm at that point where we find out who they are and what they're trying to do right now. So I'm watching that, and I'm like, I really need to chill out with all this killing. Like I'm watching anime where people are dying in the worst possible way. You know, Gundam blowing up and people are dying. Other people getting eaten by titans. I'm like, you know what? I need to
That was
finish Mob Psycho season two. So I went back and watched that. I finished season two of Mob Psycho.
to finish reading that. I think I'm at the last part.
The last part. It's I don't like the ending of the anime, honestly, of where they stopped in the anime. It's
I
it,
never like when they stop an anime. Like, it's like sometimes they stop at a good point, but I'm like, bro, this is so abrupt, and then I just know it's gonna take like
so
another year to get
yeah,
to the finish line.
I don't even know if there's going to be a
It's
season
gonna
three.
get better.
I'm sure there's so much more in the manga that there's
It is.
happening. See, jeez.
Especially
Um,
with
oh
the
boy.
broccoli.
Like, wait, with the broccoli, there's something to do with that. Oh boy, see, that's where it ended. Was they made the
Yeah,
giant broccoli and that's it. And I'm like, that's so lackluster of an ending. Like I
yeah.
wasn't too satisfied with that. So okay, well, if they make a season three, let's see it. I still have to keep up with my hero. That's the hardest thing.
Man, this getting.
I feel like it's getting close to the end from all the stuff that I've seen.
But you
All
know what though? He dude said like it wasn't gonna be like he wasn't like gonna drag it out and thing. He said he got a story he got the story that he wants to tell and he's gonna tell it. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
However long it is to tell that story.
Yeah, okay. It,
That's what the artist said.
from what I'm seeing, it seems like it's coming, it's winding down.
Honestly, I feel like it's not though. Only
Mm.
because there's a lot more that hasn't been explained
Mm-hmm.
and he said he wanted to go through the entirety of the powers of One for All, and right now Midoriya only has the two.
Mm. Oh, so okay, so there's
You feel
more
me?
more to be had after
I think
after.
it was like what 8 before him, like
Yeah,
or no, yeah. So
that'll be interesting. Like, are you not done, man? Like the way, like I said, I'm only because I've been spoiled a little bit. People have been posting screenshots and stuff here and there, and I try to keep away from it, but I still see some stuff, and it seemed like this is it. This might be the ender.
see, I guess just like narrative wise, like
Mm-hmm.
I can see that ending it right now is kind of like cutting the story off at his legs
Mm-hmm.
because right now it's actually building up to be like a bigger thing than even what's going on right now.
Okay.
So
Uh,
like,
oh man.
and you know, if you think about it, the artist, like, like when you first start watching My Hero, it's basically Midoriya telling his story about how he became a hero.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think he's gonna be I don't think the, if we about the time that we get to where he's like the age he is telling the story,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's not gonna be soon.
It's not.
Like, of course, you got time jumps and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like eventually we're gonna get to Shippuden.
Oh, so we're gonna have a second bit that's
I feel
completely.
like if this is the end, like if anything, this would be an ending of that part. You feel me? Like once we get to that part, like as far as growing up or whatever, if that was gonna happen, I could see this being the part where we get that time skip.
All right. Well, the only time will tell. Because I have no clue. I can't really like. I don't know. I can't really have a book
You
club
have
meeting. Yeah, because I haven't read it. Um,
like, yeah,
so I need to pick that up and read it and see where I feel like it would be going at this point or something.
yeah.
But Starship Troopers. Let's go back. I just wanted to talk about all the army shows
Yeah,
that I've been watching. Yeah, and then that's right. And I also watched
man.
the Gundam Origins last night after I watched Starship Troopers. So it's just constantly it's just back to back army shows. But it was a fun movie. I really liked it. I liked what they were trying to go for, and then when it turned serious, Chantel was like, "Is the flood coming? Is that going to be the thing?" I think because it was like halfway into the movie, and we
Yeah.
weren't done, and I'm like, "Is there more stuff to go through?" And then they find the brain and all that, and I was like, "Wow!" First of all, it looks like a vagina, like right off the bat. That's what that was modeled after. It had to be because the way it
That's what
looks.
that was my lesson. Somebody
Man,
sitting on the table and they're just like,
just like, yep, this is how this
right.
alien's gonna be. This bug alien's gonna look like a vagina with a little stick coming out of
I
it.
think I've watched too much though. I've read too many dojins.
Yeah, can you no?
I know. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just,
No,
I'm, I have watched a lot.
no. There's probably one of this actually. The way this
That's what I'm
movie is.
saying.
The-
Not that movie, but I know I have a scenario. You feel me?
oh boy,
Already.
is it the cave scene?
Cave
Uh,
scene.
yeah, after Homeboy dies and get his brain sucked out, she just get flipped. Like first of all, that's some whole shit for that bug to just be like, "I'm gonna pick you up and flip you in front of him just so you can get your brain sucked out." And I'm like, "Why? I'm already dying. Stop."
Like, why did you add this?
It was a lot.
No, I was thinking more. See, I mean, that would be an obvious one. I'm
Mm-hmm,
talking about like, the brain,
mm-hmm.
and then you get like absorbed in there, and then like you know what, Corey, you have no vision. Okay,
uh,
you don't read weird things.
I think I have too much. I have too much of a vision. Actually, I just don't want to put myself out there right now.
You need to read some more shit, Corey.
So send it my way. I'll read them.
All right.
All right. Here we
Anyway,
go. All right. So I like I said, overall good movie. I honestly woke up this morning and was like, I want to watch it again. Yeah. Uh,
yeah. Honestly, me rewatching, I was like, man, I'm having a good time. Like
yeah.
usually, I'll take a year. If I really like a movie, I'll take a year. So when I rewatch it, it's like
Mhm.
fresh again.
That's
Oh, I love
fair. There's one thing I did. I'm kind of upset about.
one more year to Whispers of the Heart. So I'm excited
Uh,
to be
to,
able to watch
to
that
watch it
again.
again. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm upset about the fact that why they have to do the black people so dirty in this movie.
they do them hella dirty, man.
Like,
Like I'm like in game movie, and I'm like, bro, please live.
yeah.
Like,
So the first black girl, she gets just like excommunicated or whatever, like get kicked
yeah,
out of the whole thing. And I get it. She shot the dude by accident, but not 100% her fault. Homeboy
yeah.
got lashes, and I can see where that imagery would be not great.
Traumatizing.
Well, not traumatizing, but like say she got the punishment that he did. A black woman getting lashed like that on TV. Oh man, people would have field days about that because it's like,
Are you saying like
uh,
them doing it to her?
yeah, and to her instead. Yeah, people would not like to see that. That would not go over as a movie thing, you know.
Okay, you know what though? Then don't make the black girl the one who did it. Then
True,
like make
true.
somebody else have.
Oh, RJ, can you play this with us? I just looked at this and I want to play this. I'll talk to you about that later. Yes, don't have the black have the doofy other dude do it that wanted to be scout leader or whatever. RJ, you there?
Yeah,
Okay, there you go. Okay, yeah, have the doofy dude, the scout leader, do it.
I'm just saying you got a surplus. You can go on the street get a white person real quick. I need you to fuck up so we can keep her in here.
Yeah, just
You know,
yeah,
and that's not
man.
gonna change because it's still like 95% white people.
So many. Like, first of
So
all, why is Rico a white dude? I think Rika,
You know what I'm saying?
you know,
I, let's see.
stereotypical, like in the book or something. Like if he was actually
They'd be doing that too.
the chain whitewashing books and things like that. Yeah.
Like, oh well, they said he was brown. I get brown when I tan. No, you don't. You don't.
But that and then so first of all that black girl, I don't know who she is. I might look her up just to see like what she's doing now. She was cute. The
Yeah,
stronger one later
her
on. Oh my god.
ass and then her ass shook. When your ass shake, when you she slaps his ass and her ass shook. I was like,
Wait, what? What part was that?
like when I was in the shower scene, and it was like, woo, ha ha, and then she like slapped his ass before he got out of the shower, but her ass shook too, and I was like, man,
I don't remember that part.
like titties. That's why.
Yeah, yeah, probably. They didn't even show hers too much. They showed hers a little bit. Like they didn't even show hers.
I was looking for
They
again. You picked it up. I was
were both
like,
there, yeah.
I was looking for it.
And then the next black girl, strong. I love her too. She was
Okay,
amazing.
Corporal Birdie,
She's still doing
as
stuff.
always, she's still on point. Let me see.
Oh, shoot, send that link over. I want to take a
Got
look.
you.
But the other black girl later, the stronger one, the more like she seemed like she had her shit together. Black girl, they did her
Yeah,
dirty by melting her
yeah,
fucking arm off.
yeah, dog.
That
I know.
that was some hoe. That
I
was some
know.
hoe shit. I'm like, no, stop, stop doing that. And then
Like,
the black dude later on,
yeah.
homeboy,
Bro,
what happened to him?
I'm already knowing. You know, when I first seen this movie, I was counting.
But it was just like it was so many black people just getting the short stick of this, and I'm like,
Yeah, man.
stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. You guys were doing great. You were in the army with the rest of everybody. Like you said, majority of them it was white.
Yeah,
Everybody, it was just like there was no color in this army. Hoorah!
yeah. Rico. His name is Juan Rico.
See,
But
so
this motherfucker, let me see. From Milton, Florida. He hella white. Let me see. Early life. Let's see here. Smith was Marine. Descended from an old Dutch family. Yeah,
yeah,
Swedish, French.
okay,
His,
so yeah,
um,
they whitewashed
that's
him
his
out.
other heritage, which is basically like 5% of his heritage.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, they whitewashed it.
They whitewashed it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm like, who's this Rico guy? Why is his name Rico? You look more like a Sam. Uh,
Yeah, you look like a Tallahassee Jim,
I was saying Tyler, a Kyle, if you will.
a Zach.
Let's see here. What else? Diz had it so hard for homie.
Yeah, she's
She
like,
she was trying to get.
where is that dick?
She
I will,
was
I will risk my life for the dick.
man. She it is okay. Another thing that I want to bring up: a girl football player. I like that.
I appreciate it when it happens
Yes.
because she was clearly the quarterback.
Yeah. Thank you. So why don't we have more of them? Why is this movie revolutionary in that sense of
Yeah,
like girl football player, but we kill the black people? Just
yeah,
those are our priorities in this movie.
because like at the end of the day, white supremacy is the thing. You feel me? We
Hmm.
can have like our token gay character, our lead woman, but we can't undermine our supremacy, and
That's
that's
what
how
it
they
boils.
close.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
be like, oh, it's revolutionary because there's a woman in charge, but it would never be a black woman, especially back then. You feel me?
oh yeah, 100%.
In
The
charge.
nineties would never. I do
People
like.
will probably be like, oh, this movie, but like, if 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 it's not close to 50-50, I'm not trying to hear it.
Yeah, and
You telling me the 1% of the 99
you telling me the 70-30
black
or
leads?
the 80-20.
It's not even. I feel like it's not even 20 because
Oh
most of
no,
the
for this movie I would say 95 and 5.
yeah, Right.
Because legitimately, I didn't see that many. Like even main characters of color. It's just like not a lot. You had a
I
lot of
was
white
I was
friends
like,
here.
okay, yeah, I was like, okay, so where? Let me see where the Asians are at.
None of them.
Don't even think
Oh
about
no,
them.
no, there was one. He died in
Oh,
the first bit. Yeah, it was the Asian dude. I think he got snatched up by one of the arachnids and just
oh
flung.
yeah,
And I'm like, where he come from? Like nobody knew who he was.
yeah. So representation
It's important.
it's doing a little and see
And that's why we
after
have.
all the shit that's happened, I still say it's doing a little bit better because if it's not a movie that's like that's not getting as much money as these AAA movies,
Mhm.
then it's like these movies that are having black leads but not like black directors or producers. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like uh, a token thing, and then people giving you shit about it, like, oh,
Mhm.
you just you're shoving it down my throat, so we can't even enjoy it
Oh, here we go.
because
Here we go.
people are like, we always gonna get some kind of flack. You feel me?
I seen a meme about that uh, people of the LGBT. It's like, look at those people over there. Well, I wish they wasn't shove it down their throat because they had like pride and they had the flag, and then it turned around to him where he's just like
Oh
American
yeah, I think
flag, the thing on the
yeah,
truck, and it's like okay, who's
yeah, like
shoving what
they
down?
have to make it their whole personality,
You're right.
and that which is it's a good comic because that's literally what it is
What is yeah
about
exactly
everything.
yeah. What was I was gonna say something else
I'm
about?
already trying to make sure you pay me
Oh,
yesterday
is it LOL.
too.
Have you seen about the Blacktober thing? I'm gonna have a lot of. I gotta mute this.
I haven't, but I'm intrigued.
So hang on, I'm about to mute this because these dudes I'm chilling for like an hour. These dudes are talking
Hey
about
guys, how's it going?
well, because they're talking about playing Among Us, which I want to play. It's like a game where you figure out who's the killer. You have two killers, and everybody else is like normal, and you have to figure out who's the killer by voting them out the
Yeah,
ship and kind of deal. That's why I want to ask you if you wanted to play, but they're talking and it's making the Discord sound on my
yeah,
audio, so I can't like it keeps coming in and out, so I have to put that on mute for a minute. Um, but yes, the Blacktober. So remember how Inktober was a thing?
yeah.
Um, we're trying to boycott Inktober now because
Oh yeah.
apparently the guy Jake Parker plagiarized the book possibly.
So
Uh,
like what happened was he basically he tried to monetize Inktober.
he did do that. That was before. That was something he did like
He
maybe a
did
year or
something
two.
else
Yes, this is new. This is a new thing now that he's doing, or
because we were we
is
were we were boycotting it because of that originally.
oh was
I didn't
we?
know he was doing something else.
Oh no, I didn't know about that. Well, I knew about it, but I'm like, that's like the React channel trying to copyright the word React. Like, it's dumb. Why would you do it?
But
Don't do it.
a lot of these things are Inktober, so like
Yeah.
he's actually getting the money from people posting about his thing. You know what I mean?
How? What money would you get from that though? I don't know. Like, if anything, you'll just get notoriety from it, not really money. I wouldn't think you get paid off of other
So
people's.
so check this out. It says
Mm-hmm.
this is the blog, the art of Manola A. Carmona, she's the artist also. But she was, she talks about like the Inktober dilemmas, what she calls it.
Oh, the current one.
Basically, you know, for a while, artists who participate in the challenge can sell their artwork as prints and or sketchbooks or any other merchandise. Even Jake, the one who created Inktober,
Mm-hmm.
posted a few vlogs showing off his favorites throughout the years and encouraged artists to continue the tradition. But as it grew, so did the opportunities for Jake to profit from it, and he
Mm,
did. That's the goal, you know what I'm saying?
I did
Create
not know.
something that'll generate cash for his creators. So
I
as it kept growing, Jake did the smart thing and secured the Inktober trademark in order to protect his intellectual property. And then that's when
uh,
things changed. So
Oh,
she says basically, let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with protecting your intellectual property. The problem artists are having with all this is basically that they feel only Inktober, the reason Inktober became a thing is solely because of the support from the art community. And they
yeah.
feel that securing a trademark in Inktober is basically a slap in the face to everyone involved except its creator. And
Okay.
so, yeah,
So I didn't know about that. I didn't know you can make money off of that, or however you could make money off of that. You shouldn't, because I thought Inktober was just a hashtag. Be like, ooh, hashtag eat a sandwich, like something like that. So I thought maybe like, okay, you say hashtag eat a sandwich. Other people say hashtag eat a sandwich. Is other than some kind of quirky catchphrase that you can probably put on a shirt. It's not hurting nobody. It's not like you can't.
yeah,
Nobody can't mix those words up and be like sandwich eat time, and then you
right.
get in trouble for that. Like that's okay. That I didn't know he tried to do that, and I didn't know he could make money off of that. How do you make money off of just coming up with a hashtag? How? I,
Well, he
I,
trademarked Inktober itself. So, like, even like any prints,
mm,
any like any kind of sponsored Inktober events, like he gets parts of the money for it.
mm,
So I mean, again, like you know, I don't I don't hate somebody that's trademarking their intellectual property. I
yeah.
just feel like in Manuela Corona, she was saying also being completely transparent with the people you get involved day one. If you're cool with artists using your IP, then explain in detail what they can or can't do. Because some of the stuff they were trying to do, he can even like veto it.
Mm.
You can't sell that. It says Inktober. You know what I mean?
And that's
I know this is your entire sketchbook. This is your Inktober sketchbook. You can't sell it because
okay.
you know what I mean.
I would for me in my thought process of this, I would say you can sell your sketchbook and all that other stuff, but you can't have like, you can't write Inktober like how I write Inktober. It's kind of like you can't sell something that says Naruto Shippuden. Kind of deal. Like I get that idea of it. Um, so
Yeah,
if I have like something so I made Inktober, like I drew the word Inktober and I wrote it out in a thing.
it's not even the look. It's the Inktober itself, the
Yeah,
word, not how
the
it
word.
looks.
Well, the style of it too, the way I drew it and the way the word is
Style
drawn.
is not what trademarks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying is okay for me. Like I would say, trademark that the look of the logo of Inktober, the putting out things that say Inktober and it has that logo on it. That's mine. That is my brand. You can't do that. Now, if somebody else
Why would
did,
you do that when you can just trademark the entirety of Inktober?
it seems like a lot. Because if I'm trademarking the entirety of Inktober, then like you said, it's closing out everybody else
But
of
see, not
making
if
things.
you don't close it out though. He can profit from their profits if he if
If he just
you
was
know
cool about it.
like yeah like my thing is even if the art community itself is upset because
Mm.
they felt like it was a slap to the face. Like we thought that this was like a fun thing, like this was
Yeah,
our thing,
yeah,
and he was like, "Well, this is my intellectual property. I want to trademark it," which is fair.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
But
guess
like, I mean that he made it up.
he
You feel
did.
me?
He did make it up. That is true. That is correct.
If he wanted to trademark it, that's his right to. It's
Mhm.
just I feel like doing that, you all this that you built now people don't want to use it.
Yeah,
Now people
yeah.
don't want to
To
like support it.
participate. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because of that.
Because you weren't upfront about how you felt about it. Because that it was also the way he was originally bringing it out. And he was like, "Yeah, everybody use it. I just want to everybody. You know what I mean? It's like a communal thing,
Why can't
and
it
then he
be?
trademarked it.
Why can't it be like Lovecraft stuff? Isn't Lovecraft stuff like it's trademark because you know who Lovecraft is, but you can still make Lovecrafty things.
A lot of trademarks actually they go into like an open like it's open source
Open source.
after like 70 years, I
Yeah.
think.
Well, can you not do that automatically? Like, I trademark this, but I want it to be open source also.
I feel like him not doing anything concerning people's. I I, I feel like if I own this house
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted it to be a like anybody can come in and out of the house,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to go get a permit to do that. It's my house, so I can just let people come in and out. You
Just
feel
do
me?
that, yeah. Okay, I see where it
So
goes. So the fact that he did it in like got legal people to do it in the first place is extra.
I mean, honestly, if you want to do it, cool. Um, I what I would have done is like and he actually did like hit him up too, and he made a statement or whatever, um, and in his statement he was like, I still want it to be what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, um,
But
X,
however,
Y, and Z. You feel
however,
me?
comma, yeah,
But I don't feel if you want to do it, that's cool. If people, and the people who feel like it's a slap in the face,
you are
that's
entitled to
that's
your
there,
feeling. Yes.
you know. And Inktober, like again, like what made it popular was the community.
Yeah.
So it's not like a thing where like, oh, now it's ruined and you can't do anything for October. Like, um, my friend Deanna, her her nom de guerre, her artist name is Archer Kasai. She actually we've been talking on Facebook, and she was like her and some of her friends, and we were just like chatting on there about. She was saying she wanted to do like a strip tober,
Mm-hmm.
and people, everybody's having fun, like, oh, are we stripping in October and shit? She was like, no, like it's like an Inktober thing, except like we do like comic strips instead of like a
Oh.
like a regular piece. Yeah,
I thought it was an actual like strip, but you mean comic
yeah,
strip
no,
though.
and then people was like, oh, can I do both? And she like, hey,
Do you?
it's whatever we
I
want,
as you were telling me about that, I legitimately came up with one myself. Call it Chalktober. So you do chalk drawings.
Yeah, you feel me though,
Yeah.
like,
Well, that's what I was telling you about Blacktober. There's a Blacktober where you take existing characters and make them black. Blacktober.
oh,
So that's
oh, yeah,
if you see on my Twitter, I posted the Mario ones that I was like, ooh, these are nice, like Black Super Mario. Um,
I don't know. I feel like that is limiting
hmm.
because it was Inktober. You
You can
got
just
people
do everything and
doing
anything.
whatever their imagination, but with this, it's just kind of I taking somebody and just like painting over the skin. I'm not.
I,
Obviously, I know. You want to like, oh, we make it in our style with black features, but it's still like I would rather see somebody like create a whole new black hero than paint over like one that exists
that might
now.
but maybe I'm just like interpreting because that's how I'm interpreting it because I see a lot of new characters like the Peach thing has been blackified and stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah, I've been seeing that too.
I'm with Chalktober myself. So Chalktober, we're gonna start that. We're gonna do chalk drawings for Chalktober. Um,
Yeah,
what else? So, but my whole thing was I knew about the him trying to copyright Inktober, and I was just like, oh, here we go. But the recent thing that happened that he did was he allegedly, and I'm gonna say allegedly right now because there's not the book isn't out that he had. So and it's really rough because the way I'm looking at it is like a lot of these concepts are used in a lot of art books, but he's making an instructional art book that was allegedly plagiarized from another person and another black artist actually, and he's catching a lot of backlash about that um, because a lot of the concepts are similar to his, to the black artist that originally put out this book,
yeah,
and so there's a whole testimonial of the artist like, hey, we can talk about this, like what's going on, like let's chat about it. What's the deal? Why is your stuff looking like my stuff? And I watched most of the
that's
video.
a lot lately. Um, that hair love.
Yes,
Um,
I've seen
even
that.
that, like this white woman, this white animator, she made basically a cartoon
Hmm.
about the daughter who's a fashion designer and stuff. But the it's literally hair love, like from the mom to daughter, what the daughter's wearing, the cat. You know what I mean? It's the same shit. And Nickelodeon, I think that's just going on Nickelodeon or something. So
Oh,
we've been like Twitter's been like people's been like plagiarism. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I thought, and like people are like, yeah, I thought this was you, and he was like, nah, because they were gonna start doing it like animation,
Hmm.
so people thought that that was his animation,
Let me check.
which is understandable because it looks a lot like his motherfucking animation,
Yeah, let me
you know?
check on that because I was on Twitter and I seen my favorite artist, the one over in, you know the one girl. I thought she did that. Is what I was confused about too.
Oh, for me too.
I think that's her name. I don't remember.
It's called. She got another name that she used on like her Instagram stuff. Squirrel.
Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah, her. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that was Fumi-chan. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I hear about her all the time in like others, like other people's podcasts. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't look at the app. Uh, yeah. Oh, she. That's good. Yeah, Hairla. So did she like do that, or does she just do the illustrations for it? I'm so confused.
She she I forgot what she did with it.
It says storyboard, comic
Let's see.
artist, children illustrator, and yeah, reported Nickelodeon pulls made by Maddie. Halo controversy. Yep, this is right here. Oh, they pull it. They pulled it out because oh boy.
The poor was.
Made by Maddie because of
Oh
the
yeah,
hair love controversy. I see a Hollywood Reporter reported on that. The
yeah, man.
director of
Like we got all these like black artists. It's,
oh oh that's interesting. So
people saying
so
it on stream because they would rather profit off of us and let us profit off of us.
what do you mean?
White people, they would
Uh,
rather
oh
they would rather not fund this person doing this art. They would rather let a white person do it in their studio than let them come up. And this is their creation,
yeah,
and it
because
happens all the time.
yeah, I'm reading this.
Sick.
Her statement. Her statement here is the director of Made by Maddie was fully aware of Hair Love existed. Him and I were in the same animation workshop, led by another person, Matthew A. Cherry. Uh, the making of the movie, and which includes showing designs. This is art theft and disregard for black creators and their art. Period. Yeah, yeah, that is 100% stealing.
Yeah, and I thought
That's
they pulled that shit.
yeah, that's
Like,
messed up.
and you know what? And people like, you get your proto white people. Oh well,
Proto.
you all wanted this. And we give you something and you don't like it. Like we supposed to be taking treats from these motherfuckers.
Oh
But
my
see,
god.
and I get and then people like, oh, we finally get like a black show, so like we get some more representation. Y'all starting to okay, but that's not how we want to get it.
Mm-mm.
We don't want to get it by stealing from black creators. We don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of white people telling black stories anyway. So, like,
My god.
no,
It's so. I have feeling. I have feelings about that. It's just like people just settling for the mediocre black stories. Just like the black show. Like, yes, I appreciate the representation, but can it be good? Can we
maybe not.
like do the right thing with this? Oh, here you go. Oh, right here. All right, let me go ahead and share that real quick, and let me explain what Blacktober is because here's a list. Blacktober is a October month long exclusive event where Black creators get their favorite characters into someone who looks like them. Yeah, the prompt will go up, blah blah blah. So I guess it is just like you said, it's pretty constricting to Black characters that are characters that already exist.
Yeah.
Um, it says from
Like,
turn,
that's cool and all. Like, it's nice to see, but
but it's not like widening the branch of like there's these
yeah,
things.
like y'all more talented than that. We don't need to do that.
I do
Let
like
them have
this
them.
stuff.
We make our own.
Make our
It's,
own
it's
characters,
usually better anyway.
honestly. But it's just
At least
wild to me.
pay some of them motherfuckers.
I mean, dude, when I found out that a Black person made up cartridges, I was like, wow, I didn't
Yeah,
know that. That was amazing. That opened up a whole new world to me. You know,
man.
I didn't know Black
We
people.
everywhere, dog. Like motherfucker.
But and then
There was like
Atari
some
took that
dude.
from us. Ugh.
There was people be like, oh, like they're gonna social justice warrior up cyberpunk. I'm like, cyberpunk was made by a black dude. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, like, oh, they're gonna put all these black people in here. I'm like, well, the creator black. Can he be in it?
yeah. Can he show
Shit,
himself? I
yeah.
actually am excited for that. I'm excited to see how Spellbreak plays. I'm excited
It's fucking
about.
nice actually
Let's
so
see.
far.
I might pop in on that. I'm also excited about what was we talking? Well, not we didn't talk about this. About
What?
nothing, nothing. I'll talk to you about that. I'm
Oh,
excited.
that's some.
So it's a meme. It's a meme. I'm excited about Mario getting the 3D. What's the name? And I see so many people hating because it's like,
You're excited
oh,
about what?
about Mario, Super Mario
Oh,
3D collection. I'm
actually,
I'm excited about it. I want to play it. Look, I get you what you're about to say. You probably about to be like everybody else, be like, "Oh, Kingdom Hearts did it better because it was $40 and it was a remaster, or redone,
that's not
or
what I was up. I want.
yeah,
Well, I do. Super Mario 64 times 4 is a lot better than Mario 64, uh, play wise.
hmm
And I would appreciate some type of remaster on that. I mean, I get oh, we can play. I honestly, I feel like you were able to do that on all Nintendo systems. Like I think Nintendo does this a lot. Not these bundles like this, but like being able to like replay Mario. But
replay Mario's. I love me some
um,
Mario's.
I would have liked Galaxy though.
Well, they put Galaxy on there. They just didn't put Galaxy 2 on there,
Yeah,
which I agree with. Why not Galaxy 2? Like,
I want that. That's
what's
the most recent one anyway.
yeah, it is. What's wrong with it that you couldn't put Galaxy 2? Like, Nintendo, we deserve an answer. What's the problem? Like, what's the actual? There's got to be something. There's got to be some dumb like, oh, we actually have Galaxy 2 remake coming out later. We just didn't want to, mess it up by putting it, or something stupid. We had a coding error, or there's some copyright thing that they don't have license to anymore, or something. You there? Did you conk out on me?
No, I'm here.
Oh, did you not hear what I said?
I heard it,
Well,
but I
why'd
didn't
you?
hear it. Please.
What do you mean? What do you mean, please?
I did. I heard you, bro.
Well, that's what we got. I'm excited for Mario. I want to play Mario.
You know what? But isn't it for a limited time too?
Okay, so the physical is a limited time.
Motherfuckers swear they like
I'm
they going around here like Johnny Cash and shit.
I'm fighting.
Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna fight somebody for a physical copy because I have the physical copy of the old one, all the 2D ones. I want a physical copy of the 3D one, so I'm gonna fight somebody for it.
not giving a physical copy of nothing.
I'm gonna
You
go.
like it?
I'm going up to GameStop right now. Speaking of which, I have to go to GameStop because I pre-ordered some Common Rider belts that I'm hoping came in. Uh,
Belt?
yeah, Common Rider belts. it's the today's Kamen Rider O's birthday. It aired today 10 years ago. Um, but I ordered a belt. I ordered several belts from them. I ordered one online, and they're supposed to come in whenever. That just gets shipped to my house, and then I ordered one from GameStop themselves. I'm waiting for it to come in. I need some information. I need to know what's going on. So I'm gonna go there, and hopefully they didn't sell my stuff to somebody else.
See my post on Facebook.
No, what was that?
You
What?
said you see my Instagram, but
Yeah, I seen
I don't
no.
think I ever seen. I don't think you seen my Facebook. Yet.
What did you post on Facebook?
It was about Narcan
Oh no, I didn't see it.
because I remember we was talking about it one time. I was just looking at it. Somebody was had commented,
Oh boy.
um, and we was talking about Narcan, and he was like, you was talking about the injecting thing, and I was like, no, we got the spray boy now.
Oh yeah, you're not jamming people in the chest no more. Oh, did you talk about that? You didn't talk about that. Can we? You want to end the podcast on talking about that?
Yeah, we can. What time is it?
We got ten
I gotta get on
minutes.
massage.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes because we've been talking for almost an hour and a half now. So go
Okay.
ahead and let's end the podcast on RJ's story of resuscitating people.
So I work at a homeless shelter. Um, we take in the most vulnerable community. A lot of them use very hard drugs, um, and we don't judge them for it because we are a harm reduction and housing first initiative. And a lot of people who have nothing utilize what they can to stay warm, to stay sane, honestly, and to keep moving on. And people shouldn't be denied homes because of any addictions they have,
Preach it, brother.
because you're a part of the problem at that point. If you deny them housing because they are addicted to something, and you're saying they got to get free of addiction before they come in, it's I don't know if you know about addiction, but when they relapse while they're in housing and then you kick them out because they relapse, they were gonna relapse. They had to quit like the hard drugs they've been using for years within like a 2 week period, a 60-day period, and then you expect them to like not go to their comfort zone. Anyway, I just motherfuckers be they be killing me with that.
No, but
Don't get me wrong, like bro, you gotta work for your help too. You feel me?
yeah,
So but
it's funny
it's
you
just
bring that up. I was talking to Chantel yesterday, and I was like, "Is it easy to get housing, like to live
no,
somewhere?" Well, for me,
it's bad.
I thought it was easy for like in my situation. I feel like it's easy. It's just
You're
work
not
to.
getting how you're
Uh,
moving.
yeah, I'm not getting
You're not
housing.
getting housing.
I'm not saying like housing help, but like getting the idea of getting an apartment, like you
Yes,
know,
that's not getting housing.
okay, but
You feel me?
okay. What I meant was, is it
Yeah, go
easy
ahead.
to get an apartment to be like, all right, I'm gonna live somewhere, just like I'm done living here. I want to live
It
somewhere
should
else.
take a while.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. The housing is a whole different. I get
That's
you.
a whole different
It's a
thing.
whole yes, it is. It's a
Heck,
whole different monster.
especially when the people don't have like licenses and IDs and they got the
All right, you good? What what happened, RJ? I don't. So, folks, I don't know what happened to him. He went away there for a second. I don't know if he's gonna close out the chat or what, but it's supposed to be his time, and it's going away. Looks like we have a lot of different issues to still work out here, and that's the that's what's going on. RJ, you still there? You coming back? Can you hear me, buddy? Are you alive, son? Well, I don't know if he's gonna come back or not. It did get quiet while we were still casting out, and I'm just concerned. I'm concerned at this point. I think I'm gonna check on him real quick. Let's check on. Oh wait, there you go. There he's back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Okay, I'll still going.
Uh,
Where did I end off at?
okay, good. I don't know what happened. Something go click click, and I was like, "Oh boy, I'm gonna have to like." I was gonna text you like, "You okay? Everything okay? You still?"
Yeah,
Uh,
I was still telling the story.
oh, was you okay?
It said you were connected.
I seen you still here, but it was like
And my
you weren't talking. Then you're talking now. Okay,
yeah,
go
and I
on.
see my yeah, okay, I see my green thing going.
Okay.
Um, we got a little circle around that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
We talking.
If you ever use
Um,
Discord.
yeah. So I was like, oh, fucking Narcan. And I was like, oh shit, I need to get the Narcan in my ass.
Okay, go
I
backwards.
dropped my phone.
Why would you need to get? Wait, go backwards. Rewind
Wait,
that story.
where did I stop at with
You
you?
stopped that with me with the housing, and you explained how it's different getting housing, and then you just cut out for a second.
Oh
So
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Okay. It's difficult to get housing with your social, and a
Yeah,
lot of people don't
that.
have their social security number
Yeah, that's where we
or their
stopped at.
ID, and
Mhm.
they need their case manager to work with them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Okay.
at my shelter, so I was out there fucking with the dude who bring the food in because we homies,
Okay.
and then somebody was like, "Oh, the Narcan, Narcan," and I didn't catch it at first. I didn't catch they were saying like Narcan because they were just yelling, and they be yelling out there. Um, but then it was like Narcan again. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, a fucking chorus. I gotta go get this motherfucking Narcan. Basically, Narcan, you can get it in a spray, and you just press the the plunger,
Hmm.
and it'll spray up their nose. And basically, Narcan nullifies the effect of the drug that they're using.
This is
If they
true.
actually,
That's how we normally give it out when we do our stuff at my job. It's Narcan spray usually.
yeah, because they do have an injection, but the spray is faster and it works better, and you
Mm.
can carry it with you. Like I have some Narcan always in my bag when I go out. Especially since people are lacing shit with fentanyl and these goofballs is killing people. But anyway, drug shit. So basically, so I went and I dropped my goddamn phone trying to go inside the building. So I had to pick up my phone, and then I went to the building. I got the Narcan from one of my coworkers, and then one of my other coworkers. We ran. They was by like our lowest like gate. Um, so I'm like running down this motherfucking hill to get to this game. I'm like, what the fuck to do that? And then I seen the dude. He was like laid out. He wasn't breathing. His lips is gray. You know,
Oh my god.
and motherfucker. Usually, like they'll either be blue. We had
Hmm.
one before that. They was like blue and like clammy, like cold. And
Hmm.
then but we brought him back. And then this motherfucker. So I mean, we got other actually at my shelter. I think during its 3 year life, we've had about like 13 overdoses, but we haven't lost anybody yet. So, and I was number 13, obviously, because November 13th, that's my birthday. I was born on Friday the 13th.
Okay.
My Amazon wish list is up. No,
Oh,
but
wow.
anyway, so I went down there and I grounded my knuckles against his solar plexus. That's what you do. It hurts like a bitch. So you do that to them to see if they'll react. You know what I mean? He did not react. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, bro, you good? Can you hear me? Was
Hmm.
he breathing? No. And his lips is gray and shit. And I was like, okay, this motherfucker is. So while Greg is clearing the scene and calling the AMR, or the medics,
Hmm.
I'm plunging it in this motherfucker, and I was like giving him CPR. I was like, damn, quit on me and shit. But
Don't quit on me. You're not
like
dying today.
I hit him with two Narcans, and he finally came up. But then he fell back into his OD, so I had to hit him with two more
Oh
Narcans.
my god.
And he was
RJ? Oh my god, what is happening? Hang on, folks. RJ, I can't hear you. Hang on, folks. Something happened where he went away again, and He might be back in a couple minutes. Just remember, hit him with two more Narcans, and then we'll go on from there. Because RJ went away for the second time. I don't know what's going on. I think his internet might have messed him up, but I'm gonna keep us. There you go. Wait, RJ, you back?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So,
Hit him.
so
You
yeah.
stopped at hit him with two more Narcans.
Okay, yeah. I hit him with two more Narcan. I'm like,
Yeah.
and he's still falling out. You feel
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
So I'm like CPRing him, and like I finally hear the medics coming, and I find like I was like, okay, I don't have any more Narcan. Like I can't have you keep like, and he was falling back out. Like his breathing started getting sparse again. I was like, okay, shit. With CPR is not necessarily to you do CPR not necessarily to like save this person's life like right then and there. You use CPR to keep his heart pumping
Hmm.
until the medics can arrive.
I thought you
You know what
used.
I'm saying?
Uh, am I thinking the wrong one? Because I'm thinking. I think that I thought that I think that I thought that I thought that you use CPR to add air to the lungs.
You're adding air to the lungs, but where you basically you're breathing for him,
Mm,
and when you
yeah.
when you press it down, you press down his heart, so his heart is beating too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like when you blow air into his which we don't do anymore. And like CPR, you aren't taught to do that unless you have like especially COVID and everything. They usually have like a plastic thing you put over like in his mouth,
Yeah.
and then it's like the plastic thing goes over his like entire like his lips and shit, and then you
Yeah.
can blow like that.
Yeah.
But we didn't have that. But by the time the medics came, I like he came back. He breathing and he like, man, what the fuck? What's up? And I was like, I just had to hit you with some Narcan, bro. He was like, why the fuck you do that? I didn't ask you to do that. You're like, get the fuck away from me. And I was like, you know,
You're welcome.
whatever. They go get mad because it fucks up their high,
Yeah.
but but it's but it's bringing you back. So
Yeah. So
don't fall out around me, then.
yeah,
'Cause I'm
yeah.
gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you
So the
are.
medics came, and he didn't want to talk to the medics, obviously, because. But she was like, "You good?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm out of here." But I wanted he should have talked to the medics because is Narcan is not like the cure all either. Like
No.
Narcan is like really like is extremely helpful, but like he could easily have fell out again. But now he's gone. You feel me? He should have went
Yeah.
with the medics so they can like look
Make
at
sure
him.
he was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if I had to hit you with four Narcans, like. But people do what they need to do.
What they
They don't
want.
want to be. Obviously we didn't call the police because they just would have made it worse. And police don't know how to use Narcan.
Oh, great.
Um, they're not trained in that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
A lot of police aren't even trained in CPI.
I
Like
thought I thought that was a
some
must for police to be trained in
some
CPR.
police it like some like my cousin Fajay, he actually is like Flint police now.
Uh,
He a
is
fucking pig.
I was gonna
Um,
say, did you want to say his name on the other thing?
nah,
Okay.
we don't share the same last name.
Okay.
Um, but and they don't know who I am. They just
Yeah.
like
No, it's
RJ.
fine. Yeah.
But like they had like you can take a class for it, I think there, but it's not mandatory. But you got to also imagine it only takes 6 months to be able to like kill legally. So you know,
That is very like I just don't understand how you get mad. I like how do you get mad that I saved your life?
people be getting mad at us for doing it.
I don't get it. Like
People will get hella mad at us for
my guy, you could have gone to the great beyond and never came back. Is that what you want? You won't be able to
hey,
get high no more from the great beyond.
hey,
Why are you mad?
I feel you. But like one of my coworkers,
Yeah. What one of your coworkers say? Okay. All right. Okay. Come back.
You know what happens?
Okay, there you
My
go.
laptop
Uh
will go on rest mode,
huh.
like not rest mode, but like it'll go on like soft rest,
Uh
and
huh.
then like, the screen will get black,
Okay.
and then it'll go away, and I gotta press spacebar to bring it back up.
Okay, that's what happens. Okay, I'm
Um,
like, I thought it was your internet. Honestly, I'm like, is your internet going out? Like, what's
no,
happening?
I'm all green over here, bro.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Can't be playing Spellbreak like that.
Oh, yeah, I was also playing that a little bit too. But
Wait,
so
are you playing that right now?
nah, I put it down. But
I'm kind of mad at you. Why? Why?
well, it finally downloaded.
You over here gonna be like level 17 and shit while I'm like hadn't even started.
You're like, ring, you know but the flute.
With the Star Wars.
Yeah,
I hate you so much. I'm
but
gonna.
yeah, he was mad, but it was fine. Like whatever, dog. Like I didn't want to do it anyway. Like
What?
I don't want to have like I don't want to have to do it.
Yeah,
So like you know, and most of them be like, I'm about to go somewhere else to do it. And I'm like, that just means no one will be around to help you. But I,
yeah. You can't force them to be there to be helped.
yeah,
All right.
you don't do it for the things. You shouldn't, you know,
Yeah,
it shouldn't be a thing where you do it because you can
because
and you
because
should. You know what I
because
mean?
you care. That's why you do it.
I mean, you don't even gotta care. I feel like that just makes it like even harder for people to do it because they're like, but I don't care. Okay, but you should do it because you can, because you have the ability to, and they don't have the ability to help themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, especially if you got it, regardless if you know what I mean? Like, if I got it and I can do it and you need the help, then I'm a help.
it ain't
I'm not gonna
tricking.
be like, but I don't like that person. Then it becomes like, now we're
Why?
talking about morality and this, that, and the other. When at the end of the day,
I'm gonna say, are we doctors? I think we're doctors, kind of. So like, you can't,
you know,
you
we like,
can't not, say somebody.
well, that again, not even because if I see somebody on the street, I have my Narcan. I'll do it right there, like you know, because I have it and I know what to do.
Yeah.
And this person is in need of help. You know,
Yes. So
I don't mind.
helping
You know,
somebody.
yeah,
Yeah.
like if you
Because
need it,
because you have it.
right?
That is your reason. I mean, it's not like you do narcotics to be on Narcan. You just have it in case of emergencies,
Yeah,
right?
just in case somebody need help, and people don't really have Narcan. That's not a
Yeah.
thing people have.
Yeah. I showed
You
out.
know,
You
so
know.
like if some shit happen, the most they can do is just CPR until the medics come.
Yeah. I do not have Narcan in my pocket, in my on my being.
That's something a couple like my two bags that I usually take out. I got and two is usually like enough. Like I had to hold boy with four because he was gone.
Far so far out. Man,
Yeah,
that is scary. But
I left the line out a little bit.
are there any closing statements? Anything you
Yeah. Black Lives Matter.
always
Um, fuck fascists.
always?
Antifa is not a fascism regime. It is
Uh,
Antifa, anti-fascist, fascism.
I don't know that one either.
Um, love yourself. Um, to you, you should be the one that deserves the
Make,
most love. So
make sure you love. I'm saying so. Make sure you love your mask. Make sure you wear your mask.
wear your mask.
Wash your
Um,
hands.
20, 20 seconds. Wash your hands for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Um,
Make sure you get wet wipes. Wipe your ass right.
COVID stays on metal for I think 48 hours. So if you can disinfect,
And don't go to school.
better. Don't go to school. No kids. Don't go to
Don't go
school.
to school. Eat your vegetables.
I,
Don't go to school.
yeah. Yeah, man. If you follow me on IG,
Uh,
Trace Amount,
don't worry. Don't
TRACEMOUNT.
worry. Don't worry about that. I have something for that. Don't worry about that.
Y'all hear it too.
Don't worry about that. I got something for that.
Y'all hear it.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's
The middle button,
gonna
and
be
then push the left button at the bottom of your
yeah,
phone
yeah.
to bring up the other tabs, and then go onto EIG and then type in trace amount
Okay.
right now
All right.
as you're listening to it
It's gonna be on the
right now.
screen. It's gonna be on the screen, so we have
Right now.
nothing to worry about.
If you well,
Um,
if you illiterate,
um,
I'm telling you, TRACE
Wait, does that still work?
U
Does it still work if they're
MOUNT.
illiterate? I don't think it'll still work because then they don't know what a T is, right?
What?